Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer. Last episode, we decided to take a bit of a look around the town of Mulsantir here. Took a look at, well, there wasn't really anything up here, just a barricaded door. And over here we found the docks, not much there, and an inn which, well, we had a nice little bar fight. Now it's time to actually go into the Vale here and see if we can speak with this person we're supposed to speak with. Okay, automatic save, let's go in. Oh, that ain't good. Sophia, the daughter of Nephris, here? I should have recognized those two homunculi as your handiwork. What are you doing here? And what did you do to Ipsit and Sephi? We caught them nosing around the theater. The gnolls toyed with them for a while before dismembering them. Your primitive little creations are no more. Explain yourself, wizard. He wanted Leanna dead. Said it was part of the plan to overthrow Headmistress Nephris. What? Who ordered you here? It was Ahriman. Surely you must have known, Sophia. Or was your mother so blind that she never saw the signs? Are you so easily fooled, if Ahriman sent you so far from the Academy and in such small numbers? No doubt he doesn't expect you to return. I don't suppose he paid you in advance. Perhaps you're right. I'm not throwing my life away for this, for Ahriman's vendetta. Let the others deal with you. A more timely entrance I've never seen in 40 years of theater. Leanna told us you'd be coming, though she said nothing of slaying red wizards, nor of saving our lives. That red wizard wasn't alone. There's more of them, and they followed Leanna into the back rooms. How long ago, and how many of them were there? Not long. I counted 3 or 4 wizards and a handful of their dog-faced brutes. And whatever creatures they may summon to aid them, all for one old woman. Leanna is no simple theater matron. She has a secret, a shadow door that leads to a reflection of the Vale. She fled through the shadow door, I'm sure of it. Still, such tricks won't stop red wizards, not for long. Here, take this. As long as you've got this stone, the shadow door will open for you, and you'll be able to follow. So this door leads to another plane, one that is similar to our own? Leanna brought me through the portal, but only a handful of times. It was cold, drained of color, an unpleasant place, but it looked like our theater. Mostly. Quickly now, through the door at the back of the stage. Find Leanna's bedroom and go to the back corner by the mirror. As long as you have that stone, you can't miss the door. Alright. Well, this ain't good. This is a smooth black stone, decorated with runes that pulsate with negative energy. This stone can be used to open portals to the plane of shadow at weak points that can be found in Mulsantir. Okay then. Well, let's get going. Come on, Sophia and Kaji. Are you guys coming? Thank you. Let's get in here. Sophia pauses mid-stride, her face wincing in pain. You look hurt. Something's not right. I told them not now. Why didn't I? My head. Just try and explain what's going on. Maybe I can help. There's this ringing in my ears and this burning. My skin's burning. No, please don't! Don't what? Are you feeling alright? I thought you were going to try to and help me. I was just saying, don't bother. I think the pain is subsiding. I'll be fine, really. Please, tell me what happened. Why? It was just a momentary pain. Whatever it was, it's gone. I can see you don't wish to talk about it, and we have more important things at the moment. I'll not press the matter. Let's carry on. Yes, thank you, but I suppose I owe you an explanation. I sometimes hear voices that are, well, not quite my own, though this is only the second time that the voice has been accompanied by pain. I keep hoping to find some logic to the whispers, but they just come and go without reason. You said this was the second time the voices brought pain? What was the first? What was the first? It was at the barrow, just before I found you. I thought then it might have been malevolent spirits. What are the voices like? What do they say? They sound human. Familiar, almost. Quite often the voices are more of a distant haze, but sometimes whole words come across. During my apprenticeship, I read from the wrong scroll, and not knowing what I was doing, nearly incinerated myself. Before I could finish the chant, a voice in my head cried out and broke my concentration. It saved my life. I've rambled far too long. We should carry on and find Leanna. If others from the Academy are seeking her, we may not have much time. Indeed. Come now. Oh look, a box. Kaji, actually, if you don't mind, please unlock this box.
Your command.
Mandolin, and a gold piece. Well, those mandolins can be sold. Das Loot, only usable by Bard, of course, and Foklan Bandor gives a light. Alright, let's move on. Well, here we are. A bunch of gnolls.
This one's mine.
Haven't really fought gnolls in Neverwinter Nights 2 yet. Alright, there's one dead. Now for the second. Oh, I thought he was dead. Okay, now he's dead. One more to kill. Feyenoll. Okay, almost. Good. Alright, let's loot the bodies and everything. Greater Robe of the Eyes. Oh, goody! Now we just have peaceful music, despite things still being dangerous. The Greater Robe of Eyes provides the wearer with improved vision and the ability to detect many things that are hidden. Invisibility and other real effects have no power to cloud the wearer's vision. When not fully armored, the more powerful clerics of Helm often wear such robes to allow them to maintain their vigilance, even when unable to maintain their armament. Bonus to search and spot and true seeing. Well, not really useful, but it's something. Look like there's anything else in here. Oh! I think we found it. Shadow Portal. Look at this. Strange. A portal of some sort. A portal is, by definition, a thing of strangeness. This particular one leads to... Judging by the smell... Is that... No, if it were a pyretic conduit, it would have a scent of cinnabar. Too cold to be fiendish. Ah, yes, that would make sense. It's a gateway to the plane of shadow. I should have known. This whole city has an otherworldly chill. Stepping through should take us to a sort of inverted parallel of our own reality. Not everything is as it seems in the shadow plane. Still, if our wits are about us, we should have nothing to fear. Let's go through before it closes. And... oh, goody. Oh, wow. Okay. That was a very effective spell you cast there. Thank you. And you managed to kill it kill that red wizard instantly. Very nice. Okay, we picked up a scroll. A magic wand, a wand of summoning. Remains here, composite longbow, volatile fire essence. What was that scroll? Planar binding. Ooh, potion of heal, that's useful. And, oh, there's a lot there. Mostly scrolls and red wizard robes, which we'll definitely sell. Planar binding, wizard can use it. Give it to the wizard. Pretty sure these the wizard can also use, so throw it at the wizard. And Wand of Summoning, yep, can be used by the wizard. Give it to the wizard. Alright, we got 2 chests here. 2 doors here. No, that one's locked. Kaji, can you unlock this one?
Fall in.
Seems the answer may be no. Nope, specific key is needed. Alright. Right, let's go through this door then. Something is terribly familiar about this chamber, as if you once saw it in a dream but only remembered just now. Your eyes are pulled toward the blood-stained table at the center of the room. You have lain upon that table, felt those restraints digging into your flesh. What? Are you two coming? The table is old. The table is ugly, unadorned, and spattered with old, dried blood. 2 heavy restraints are mounted on each end to bind a person's hands and feet. Examine the table more closely. Little care was taken in the table's construction, save to ensure that its surface was smooth, that it was long enough to accommodate a prone humanoid. It seems newly built, the wood felled from the local Rashemi trees. Dark bloodstains cover the table's surface and spatter the floor that surrounds it. Reach out and touch the table. You reach out your hand, touch the tabletop, run your fingers across its smooth, polished surface. Something twists inside you where the shard once lay. Your ears are ringing, filling with noise. A voice rises through the din. A woman's voice. Or is it 2? They sound so much the same. Your vision blurs. Dark shapes are standing over you, tightening the straps on your hands and feet. So tight that your wrists and ankles burn, bleed. Concentrate on the dark shapes, try to make out their features. They are women, their faces nearly identical, one garbed in white and the other in red. Other figures lurk behind, shadowy and more bestial in form. The cold fingers of the women brush your chest, run a cold blade across your skin, and you cannot move, you cannot scream, you can only watch. The twisting in your chest becomes a burning, an echo of surging pain, growing and growing in its intensity. The women's arms are red to the elbows, their pale faces spattered in blood. Fight the pain, try to maintain the dream. One of the women, the one garbed in red, withdraws her hand from inside your chest. She holds a glittering shard. The red woman lowers her eyes and gazes into yours. For love. You mouth the words she speaks aloud. And now another set of shadows. The bestial shapes that have been lurking behind rush forward, lifting you from the table, carrying you to the open door, bearing you into the darkness. A darkness lit by dancing runes, with a foul presence dancing within, waiting within. Try to maintain the vision. You concentrate, but the dream has passed. You withdraw your hand from the table, feeling weakened, drained. You paused. Did you see something? A vision, a recollection, perhaps. A memory, I think. This woman stood over me, pulled the shard from out of my chest, and said it was for love. In the plane of shadow, memories are closer to the surface of the mind. Such visions are not uncommon, especially when a memory is strong or suppressed. Interesting. My strength was decreased a bit, but I'm still strong. It seems like whatever it was... It seems like a memory that I was brought onto this operating table, and whoever it was proceeded to operate on me crudely and removed the shard from my chest, and then bore me away to that chamber that we were in. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. Another chest.
Yes.
So you get Boots of Hardiness, which might be useful.
Your command.
What are they? +3 AC bonus and con bonus. I can take those instead. They are actually a bit better. I think I'll take them instead of the gargoyle boots. The gargoyle boots, I think I can give them to you.
Yes.
Yes, I can. Do so.
Yes.
Anything in this chest? Some gold pieces. Alright. Let's move on, see what's in here. Oh boy, we've got a whole bunch of guys here.
Sophia, what are you doing here?
I thought I smelled incompetence.
You two know each other?
This is Kai Kamoon, one of the most worthless piles of sputum to wear the red robes of Thay.
A rival of yours at the Academy?
Kai is a sniveling sycophant. My only rivals are magicians of worth. He also happens to be a junior instructor at my academy. I can only wonder why he strayed so far from his mentor's leash.
All that's changing. Ahriman rewards his allies well. With Liena dead, I've earned a promotion. It's a shame the old hag didn't put up much of a fight. She destroyed herself in a blaze of fire. Must have known she couldn't best me.
Ahriman. Who is he, and why did he want Liena dead?
Ahriman is the new power at the Academy of Shapers and Binders, now that the headmistress is retired. You. Ahriman warned me of you. Sophia, why would you travel with this thing?
You claim him to know me, wizard?
I want no trouble from you. Stand aside. My quarrel is with Sophia. I doubt she'll put up nearly as much of a fight as Liena, or her mother.
My mother? Kai Kamoon, you had best be mocking me. If you raised your hand against my mother, I will extract 1,000 screams from your wretched hide.
Oh, she had no idea it was coming. She used every last cantrip she knew, but her loyal allies, her daughter even, never arrived to save her.
Let Sophia speak.
And to think that you once claimed to care for me.
Liena was wise to destroy herself, rather than fight me. I doubt you have the old hag's sense to surrender, to make this quick. No matter. Let's settle this.
Right, let's get on him. I don't care about the Erinyes at the moment, just kill the mages. He doesn't seem to have any defenses, so he should die fairly easily. That was nice. Why can't I move? Oh, I'm paralyzed. Well, I'm paralyzed, but I can still attack the Erinyes. Alright, please, paralyzation, I don't want you anymore. I want to kill the Red Wizard. Please stop the paralyzation. I'd like to get to the Red Wizard. Oh dear. This isn't good. Hold on, I think I can drink this. There, now I can finish off this Erinyes. And I got knocked down. Oh, there we go. And they came to me, which is good. Please, attack. Okay, the Red Wizard is dead, and there goes the Erinyes. And they're all taken care of. I always assumed Kai's ambition would get him killed, but I didn't think it would be by my hand. No matter. He will not be missed. Kai mentioned your mother's death. I'm sorry for your loss. I can only hope that Kai was lying to unsettle me. I should not have given him the pleasure of getting so angry. Still, if he was telling the truth, I should never have left the academy when I did. My mother, Nephris, she has the respect of the other wizards, but not their love. I'm running out of trustworthy people in my life. Just Kaji, and Master Jaffe at the academy, if he still lives. Your mother's name is Nephris? I'd like to hear more about her if you're willing to tell me. Nephris, my mother, she is difficult to love, I suppose. Driven, stubborn, but wise in her way. She has no patience for ambitious wizards like Kai Kamoon. Her studies are everything to her. Master Jaffe insists that she looked much like me in her youth, though I suspect he may be seeing what he wishes to see. I believe he had feelings for my mother when they both were young. Indeed, poor Jaffe may be dead as well, if he stood by my mother. I wish I knew their fates. Perhaps it might help to focus on bringing Ahriman and his associates to justice. Yes, you're quite right, actually. My mother raised me to be direct and decisive. Had the situation been reversed, had someone harmed me, her wrath would have been merciless. I will grieve for my mother by finding Ahriman and crushing him. I'm still curious why someone wanted Liena dead. Her association with my mother must have been very important. Why else would Ahriman send his pawns all the way to Rashomon? Liena was more than some common theater matron. At least Kai is dead, and Liena's death avenged. I thank you for your help in killing that wretch. I should be thanking you. I would not have fared well without your help. I am glad I can be of service to you. My entire youth was spent studying my craft. It's about time I put my knowledge to use. But we couldn't prevent her death, and there's no use dwelling it. What do you know of Ahriman? Ahriman is a common enough name in Thay, but there is an Ahriman at the Academy of Shapers and Binders. He's a senior instructor, quiet, soft-spoken, and shockingly adept at magic. I've met him, but we rarely traded words. He stays hidden in the library most of the time. So the Ahriman at your academy, you think he led the coup against your mother? A reclusive yet polite old man who kept to himself in an academy full of aggressive, ruthless magicians. Yes, he sounds guilty enough. Had he been vocal about his hatred for my mother, she'd have anticipated it and stopped him long ago. This Ahriman can't be too clever if he trusted Kai. Yes, well, Kai couldn't be trusted to serve anyone but himself. No doubt Kai was a sacrificial pawn, bought with the promise of coin or a meaningless title. Actually, turning someone like Kai against my mother was quite clever. A thug that is all ambition and no talent can be easily manipulated, and rarely lives to collect payment. Do all the instructors at your academy try to kill each other? Our academy is better than most in Thay, but red wizards are infamous for their tendency to kill their own, even if just for scraps of authority or to settle a petty grudge. I suppose I have become so desensitized to it. Let the power-mad kill each other, I always thought, but I should have known it would claim my mother, or even me. Why would someone want to kill your mother? As the headmistress of the academy, her death creates a void of leadership. The Red Wizards are the true power of Thay. Running an academy makes one a creature of great authority. I think I've heard enough about Ahriman. Yes, and I tire of talking about him. If he truly is to blame for my mother's death, then I will see him again. Doesn't sound like you and Kai were very fond of each other. No, not at all. At one point, he was kind to me. It was all a ruse. He just wanted the attentions of the headmistress's daughter. He embodied the common man's idea of a red wizard, unscrupulous and loyal only to his own ambitions. We should probably keep moving. Agreed. With Liena dead, perhaps our best course of action is to speak to the dwarf woman and the other actors. There is a chance Liena confided in one of them. That's our best option, yes. Grab what we can. Some decent loot here. No resting allowed in this area. Oh, good to know. What have we got here? More potions, which are actually good to have. Cure critical wounds. I don't think we really need. I think we can stick with heals. Belt of Raumathar. This belt was uncovered in the Ring of the Grey Flames, a ruin on the edge of the Endless Wastes. Though its history is unknown, its powers and where it was found suggest the powerful item is of Raumathari origin. The Raumathari were powerful evokers and enemies of Narfell, and a handful of battle mages still study Raumathari arcana. As this belt bestows spells and powers an evoker might already possess, it likely belonged to a close ally of a battle mage instead of the sorcerer who created it. Spell focus and spell penetration, and some good spells. That would be good for you, I think. potion of Owl's Wisdom. That's a potion we can have. The rest of this, I think we can sell.
Yes.
You can wear the belt.
Fall in.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
also... Resummon Kaji. Useful. Alright. Nothing else to find here. Let's get out of here and rest. Enter the portal and return to the Veil and Prime Material Plane. Can we rest? Yes. Set up camp and rest for 8 hours. Good, we needed that. 8 hours have passed. Hold on a second. No, it needed a key and we didn't find any sort of key. Probably can't go through there. Before we do, Sophia, can we talk?
If there's something I can do for you, just ask.
Sure, I had some questions for you.
What would you like to know?
I guess I can ask you a few questions. Tell me about the Red Wizards.
The Red Wizards are some of the most talented, and some would argue ruthless, arcane practitioners in the realms. Nearly every ruler and authority figure in Thay swears allegiance to the Red Wizards. We are usually judged as tyrants first, and mages second.
You seem more of a scholar than a tyrant.
I am an instructor at the Academy of Shapers and Binders. I teach transmutive and transformative magic, my specialty. Most people assume that we're all disciples of one secretive school, but there are hundreds of academies.
What sort of magic do the Red Wizards study?
We commit the whole of our lives to a single aspect of arcane magic. Those who wish to learn a little bit of everything lack the focus and discipline we demand. I find transformative magic fascinating. I work with spells that can add a spark of life to otherwise inanimate materials. Kaji is one of my earliest, and might I add, finest creations.
Absolutely. I'm way more useful than the others. I've only locked myself in a chest twice. This month.
The students of my academy mostly focus on the rather morbid arts of binding and altering souls.
Ugh. You don't seem to fit the common perception of a Red Wizard.
You were kind to say that. I was fortunate to be raised by my mother and Master Jaffe. The two of them made certain that I grew up to be a magician, not a despot.
Sounds like the Red Wizards are more successful as tyrants than as scholars.
The power and politics of a few should not overshadow the knowledge of many. It's bad enough that the Rishemi view my kind as heartless mage tyrants. I don't need your prejudice to compound the matter.
The criticism was not leveled at you, just Thayans in general. Would I travel with you if I held such a negative view?
My apologies for overreacting. I've grown weary of being judged by the color of my robes, and I misunderstood.
Do all Red Wizards shave their heads and wear tattoos as you do?
Yes, though it is not a matter of fashion. Our tattoos are traditional symbols of arcane strength, and they are inked with magical enchantments that focus the bearer's will.
Alright, I'd like to discuss
would you
something
like to know?
else. If we are going to travel together, I need to know more about you.
What would you like to know?
Where are you from?
I've spent my life at the Academy of Shapers and Binders, studying magic for as long as I can remember. The Academy is far south of here. This is actually my first time beyond the lands of Thay. Between my students and my own magical research, I have little time for travel.
I'd also like to know more about the voices you're hearing.
For as long as I can remember, I've heard whispers, words, shouts, and mutterings. Sometimes at a deafening pitch, sometimes so quiet I barely notice. But it's clear that I'm the only person hearing them. For a very, very long time, I thought the voices were a sign that my mind was peculiar at best and fatally unhinged at worst. And before you ask, no. The voices have never taken control of me or forced me into action.
And what do the voices usually say?
Most often, gibberish. Fragments of words. Sentences so quiet they might as well be a mumble. Still, there is an occasional bit of guidance, dissuading me from foolish mistakes, or warning me when an unscrupulous classmate is trying to deceive me.
What do you think is the cause of the voices?
I've tried every divining cantrip, every scrying spell in the Academy library, and they've told me nothing. The voices seem to be coming from both within and without.
Thank you for telling me about these voices.
Oh, well, usually people associate voices in one's head with raving lunacy. In other words, you're welcome.
Alright, that's all I need to know for now. And I'm going to end this episode here. I think next episode we'll go out, and I think the other people are out there. They're probably out there. So next episode we'll go out, see if they know anything about Liena. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Travis Ignum, Sophia, and Kaji. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer, and I shall see you all next time.